Hello, this is Trisha from Sandyandotto, and I'm back with part two of the Scottie lot. So there was an estate sale, lots of Scotties, a very huge collection. I believe it was 4,500 pieces in total. What was up for auction was just a few. A few hundred of the items. I ended up picking up, I think, about 100, pretty close to 100 pieces. I showed part one earlier, have been bringing those to my live sales, and now it is time for part two. This one has some figurines, some really cute figurines, and some planters. I'm thinking toothpick holders, maybe pin cushions. Not quite sure of what everything is, and some really fun um, duplicates that are painted in like two different fashions. So it's really fun to see the patterns painted two different ways. So again, all of these items are going to start coming into my live sales Wednesday afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern and Saturday night at 10 p.m. Eastern. So I'm going to start with the figurines. And I've got this guy. If he were lighter weight, I would think maybe he could be kind of in a Lenox porcelain, but he is a ceramic piece. He's heavier, but look at the gold. He is so cute. So just for height wise, this guy is about three by 4 inches. So he's kind of a standard size, 3 by 4 inches. I have some that are smaller. I have some that are bigger. So just for kind of reference point, so here's my hand. You can see he's about my finger width. So when I get into some of the bigger ones, you'll see how much bigger they are. So there's this guy. Oh, then this guy he's so sad looking. Look at that little frown he's got. He is so sad. He's a nice gray coloring on him. He is marked made in Japan. And what this collector did also is if there was a price tag that was able to be saved, they kept it on there. I believe that it was mentioned that they were collectors for like 30, 40 years worth to amass a collection that size. So, yep, so you'll see some of those fun prices on the bottoms of items. Okay, I think I'm going to go show some pears now. This is one of my favorite pears. And these guys are, oh, I didn't realize that. Well, that's okay. This one's even weirder now. So here is this pear. You can see that they are similarly colored. No, well, I'm not going to say no marking. I think that there was trying to be like maybe a Japan mark right there, but we just don't quite see it. What I found interesting as I picked these up is this guy has got two eyes. He's facing forward. Look at that. This guy just has the one eye, kind of giving the other guy a side eye. So I'm not quite sure if they were supposed to be like displayed like this or how they were supposed to be displayed. But this is a really fun pair. Now this is smaller than the sample dog I started with. These guys are a little smaller. Then I have another small little pair. These guys are kind of identical. Those really thick eyebrows, they are fun. This one of them is marked Japan on the bottom, and these ones are also a little smaller. These guys are about pretty close to the same size as the sample, and you can see their coloring is very complementary to each other. There's a little bit of gray and a little bit of brown. Right here is the Japan mark, and I feel a sneeze coming on. Excuse me. But these are a fun little pair. I'm feeling, but that's just a little tape. So again, there are some original prices on these items. These ones look like they came together as a pair. All right, then another similar pair. We've got the ones with the bones in their mouth. That's cute. Almost like this one is a little browner. This one is a little grayer in their coloring. Let's see if they've got, I'm not seeing a Japan mark on the bottom, but I would think Japan on those. They feel a little lighter, like, yeah, just a nice light ceramic. This one, we get into a little more of those similar pairs, different colors. So I like this. They do have, at first when I picked it up, I thought, oh no, his head had come off. No, it's just gold painting around for like a little collar on him. But at first I thought, yep, that his head had come off. They do have little Japan marks on the bottom there. And then I've got this beautiful sitting down one. He's looking up. It's got a sticker that he is, oops, there we go, bone china made in Taiwan. And then I've got this guy. He's a little heavier ceramic, little black Scottie. No marking on him. Then we're going to get into some bigger Scotties. So you remember the other one, the sample was about as big as my fingers? Yeah, this guy is about as big as the whole hand. Lengthwise, he is about 6 inches long. So I have, I think, three of these guys who are a little bigger. Look at that handsome face. So he is gray and white, no markings on him, but he is a nice larger sized one. Then we've got this guy. He's got a little curlier coat. He's also very large, big as my hand, and he's got a Japan mark on him. And then the last of the large ones, this one has a really interesting feel because if I put my hands on him, he feels and sounds like he's kind of a hollow piece of porcelain. But he doesn't have any holes on him. And I find that kind of strange when I don't see a hole in there. And he's very lightweight and very hollow sounding. So yeah, he's kind of interesting, and I have to say I'm gonna say he's like a piece of porcelain, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, then there's one more black one here, and he's sitting up. And on the back, he's got a mark that he is Scotch liquor. So he must have been some kind of a top on a liquor bottle. And let's see, not less than 42 proof. And it is made from Scotch whiskey. So there we go. And then there's a signature. So yeah, he's an interesting one. I thought that was kind of fun. Okay, so then for the last few figurines, they are glass. And so there's this cute little guy. Look at that with his little ears crooked. And so he is just a teeny one, but he's a really pretty glass piece. Then I have an amber piece of glass. Look how pretty he is. He is really neat, and I'm getting some really interesting glows off of him. And so, yeah, it does look like I'm not sure it's going to show up, but I'll do a little movie on him because he's got a really nice cadmium glow to him. So yeah, that's really interesting. I'm going to clean him up and I'll put him in the black box and I'll get the light on him and we can see all the pretty colors that he turns. But yeah, I just noticed as my ring light was kind of shining through that he has a really interesting glow to him. And no markings on the bottom that I can see from who made him, but he is really cool. And then the last of the little dog figurines before we get into the planters and such is this little guy. And look at the beautiful detailing on him. That fur is just gorgeous. And as I spin it around, I'll turn it this way because I think this is the way that you'll be able to see that this is a Waterford crystal. I can get it in the light just right. Sometimes these stickers and the lighting don't work, but yep, that does say Waterford Crystal. And he is just an adorable little figurine. Look at those front little paws and his beautiful little face. He's even got teeny tiny little ears and a little, oops, you can't see it because the sticker's right there, and a little tail. So, yep, Waterford Crystal. And then there is the bottom. You can see right up in there, all the way to the top. You can see, and then if I can get it to focus, I do believe that that is yep, there's the signature right there. So if the sticker ever does fall off, you've still got the signature for Waterford Crystal. Okay, so those were really fun figurines that I thought that there was something interesting and special about those. So I picked them up. Now, on to I can tell that some are planters, toothpick holders, maybe a little vase, and I'm going to start with these two. I'm not sure what they are for. They are very similar in their design. This one is kind of smoother. This one has a little more texturing to it, but you can see it's pretty darn close to the same mold. They each have a little hole in them, but you can see that there's stuff inside there that's a little hard. So, not quite sure if maybe a pincushion or what their intent was. But these are smaller little figurines. And yeah, so they are ready to be maybe little air plants in there or something. But I thought that was fun. Very similar mold, or if not even the same mold, just one is smooth, one's textured, one's pink, one's white. So really fun how they mixed that up. Okay, now this is an older Japan piece, and it is a little dog and the doghouse. This one is a planter, and you can see it's kind of a marriage of the two. This does have a made in Japan mark, and the dog is painted very much in like the 1930s style that they did the dogs in, and it's just a cute little planter. Okay, this guy, maybe a pin cushion on him, although he would be really fun now with one of those spiky air plants coming out of him. He is a lovely little white dog. I don't see a mark as to where he was made, but he is a cutie. And yeah, just a fun little hole right back by his tail. And again, would be really fun with a little spiky air plant coming out of him. This one it does have a little tag in there that does say a toothpick holder. So again, very much in that 1930s style of painting. in very nice shape. The only thing I was able to find that I'm not even sure is a mark, it does have like a little T in a circle back here. And that is about all I could find on this one. Very possible it had a stamp that just, didn't quite make it, but it definitely has a made in Japan feel to it. So I'm gonna think it probably was. Okay, the next two are again the same mold, just painted differently. So there is the face. This one's got brown. This one is just pink and white. Yep, there's some pink airbrushing on him. Both very curly. Here are the planter parts. So very fun to see how the same mold is painted in a different way. Um, this one's got a little marking on the bottom, no marking here. So not sure who made those, but they are a fun little pair. Okay, then this one kind of looks like a little vase. Again, very 1930s lustery wear here with how the dogs are painted. There's the inside. Kind of makes you think vase. This one's a little over 4 inches tall, so that could work. It does have made in Japan on the bottom and just a nice lusterware vase. Okay, then I'm going to show three. So I have three dogs, same mold, three different paint styles. And these are all planters. So here is the one. He is gray and white. There is the planter. Um, he's got the two marks on the bottom there. I'll see if the others do also. There is him. Now this guy, very similarly painted, but he has gold accents on him. So you can see they actually put some gold paint, little gold stripes on his face and across his body. Yep, he's got the two marks on the bottom also. So very nice. So again, these two are very similar in their color. This one just has the gold accents on it. I'm going to put him down and then I'm going to bring in the brown version. So there he is in brown. Just as cute. Pink ears. So very sweet. Yep, he's got the mark also. This one has a lot of crazing on it. Well, I guess they both do. They both have got some pretty good crazing on there. So isn't that cute? Three different planters, and then three different colorings on it. I thought that was really fun. Okay, last one. Yep, I kind of saved the best for last, I think. I love this old shoe. We've got the dog and then we've got the cat on top. This one is a planter. It does have a Japan mark on the bottom, but I just love that old shoe. Lots of character to it. Little bit of scuffs on there. There's the back. And then we've got that fun little dog chasing the cat up the shoe. So really cute. I thought that one was probably my favorite one out of all of those. So more Scotties to be incorporated into my live sales. So yeah, I'm looking forward to bringing these guys in springtime. Yep, I'm always thinking of planters in the springtime, so it's a great time to bring them in. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it out to the universe. And I will see you next time.